Welcome. I've been this week creating my own fabric and doing some slow stitching too. I've been inspired by Aunt Bex. I'll leave the links below for her whole playlist on this. So let me pull you closer and you'll be able to see what I've been doing this week. Prompt number 1 from Becky is add fabric scraps. Well, I'm going to do that at the end when I start to make up my fabric. Number 2, stencil with paint. Oh, lovely. So I've got 1 part acrylic paint. Now you can use what you've got. You can use fabric paint, use what you have. I've got the fabric medium. Read the instructions for your Pacific one. Mine is 1 part acrylic paint to 1 part medium. And yeah, just mix it on and it makes it softer so that the fabric, that you can get a needle through the fabric. Otherwise, if you put acrylic paint straight on, it dries very hard. I'm choosing a stencil here. Let's choose a couple. Yeah, keep them on a ring, just the little mini ones. And just going to I'm using one of these packing tape thingies and I'm going to pop it on like that as well. You can see that I've got a pattern on my fabric. That was Becky's idea. She said you can use a pattern, or sometimes I use an old sheet or a nightie, but just happened to have this piece of fabric from Auntie Jennifer when I was checking through. So, oh, this is fun. I'm using some vibrant colours today. Last time I created with Aunt Bex this bag here. See if I can get a playlist for that as well. I chose very subtle colours and that was lovely too. It's just nice to create your own fabric. Now for mine, it doesn't really matter about the overall look because mine is going to be cut into quite small pieces when I make the hearts. I'm using up all the fabric too. All the paint. I'm using up all the paint, just making this little extra piece here. Next prompt, splatter paint. Oh, fantastic. I've mixed it up with the medium. I need to add a little bit of water to make it more runny. So once you've used this paint, it will become, with the medium, it will become, oh, splatter paint. You'd be, oh gosh, I'm going to get it everywhere. Fun. Prompt number 4, add straight lines. Diving in with the yellow now and the medium. I've got spare fabric everywhere now, just for the wipe-offs. Freddie snoring away. Ooh. This is fun. Add words. Oh, okay. So I will be adding words, but I'll probably sew those on later. I'm using Stays On ink, or you could use a pen. It depends whether you want things to go in the wash. You could use a pen that doesn't come out in the wash, like a Sharpie. Although mine's not going to be washed, my Hearts of Love, they will be in the damp old tree, so I don't want it to run too much. So yeah, I'm stamping out the words hope. All wonky, but that's okay. And I'll slow stitch these on. Prompt 6, favourite colour. Oh, I have so many different favourite colours. I think green would look nice on here. At the moment, I do seem to be creating with green quite a lot. I'm making sure that I don't get the paint
I'll use what there is
on the pen.
Not to get it on the wet
going over where
so
it's dry.
It doesn't spoil the pen.
It's nearly run out, this pen, but I'm just giving it some little dots. Prompt 7, add a button, and I will be adding buttons at the end when I do the slow stitching. But I've got this button it's a button I've stuck on there on packaging. I'm going to see if I can do a button stamp. Quite gloopy to start with when I press it in, so maybe when I've stamped it out 1, 2, 3 times it might. Shall I put it straight on my fabric now and see? Yes, let's do it. Ah, it vaguely looks like a button. Got to have the courage to stamp it before a lot of the paint goes off. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, I like that.
It'll get cut up anyway, but... Ooh, that's a good one. Prompt 8, stitch circles. I think I've sort of done circles. Add hearts. Well, I'm going to add hearts when I do my slow stitching. Add red and black dots. Thanks, Colin. Add black dots. I have some black paint left over. I'll just get this brush. Mustn't forget to dry this fan brush. Just adding some, oh yeah, lovely. Some black dots. Oh, lovely. No right or wrong, just have fun. I'm going to let this dry whilst we go for a walk. Using the leftover paint. I found myself enjoying just having a little doodle as well. I know when I create a mixed media piece, it always looks so effective with black and white. So I'm just making a little piece of, well, ribbon maybe to go around the edge. Just a little experiment. Because I had this black, where is it? This black ribbon from a parcel, and I thought, oh, I might put that round the edge of one. And that got me thinking about the black and white. I'm going to gather some bits. You can see I've got my cosy cardigan on, and I'm going to gather some sewing bits and sit cosily in the lounge and slow stitch this fabric into Hearts of Love for the giving tray. So let me just go through it. I made myself a little template, little wonky heart, and with the fabric right sides facing out, this is too big for this one, cut yourself a little heart, or on a bigger piece, use the template, and then cut yourself a little bit smaller, some wadding, or this is an old fleece or something to make it just that little bit quilty. And then I just slow stitched round. Here's the black and white border on that one, just ruched up. Let me show you how I ruched that up. I found these little bits in WYSIWYG, little bits left over. I pinned a long strip on, so I just take the pins out. You can gather it up if you want to. I've got the Chanel needle, so this is all, it goes beautifully through all those layers. And I'm just simply going to sew that on. You can see how nice and gathered it is. And I sew that all the way round. I've got a little sandwich of the fabrics and the wadding in there. I'll sew that all the way round, and I put a little handle in as well. I pin that. It's just a little bit of that leftover stripy denim. I love that. Didn't we used to call those, what were they, Oshkosh jeans, or I can't remember now. You pin that on. So I have my word on the back, hope, and a little heart. And these, once they've been slow stitched, will be ready to go in the giving tray. This one's so nice and shiny. I think that'll look lovely when it's in the giving tray. And I've ruched it all up and sandwiched that ribbon in between. But I thought it looked a little dark. So I have been just with a little bit of this is gesso, so it's a chalky white paint, popping dots all the way around and over the edge, and I think that brightens it up.
Where the tree is.
And it's got hope on it as well. That's nice. There. I also made a little postcard. It's got this, I've sewn some swirls on, so that's going to have a back and some wadding, and then that on the top, and You can either glue that together, or I'm going to take that over to Serafina. She'll help me. Serafina? Thank you, Serafina. Safe journey, little postcard. In it goes.
Oh, that's pretty, isn't it?
Thanks, little Freddie. Rock cake, anyone? Would you like one, Flo? Excuse fingers, better than toes. There we are, pop it on the plate. Oh, Flo, I saw that you were painting the fabric. Can we have a closer look? Oh, I love it. Oh, you've done that beautifully. You must have had a relaxing time too. I love these. They're so dunkable in your tea. Don't tell anyone though. Oh, let's chat first and then I'll eat it. Oh, this has been lovely. Oh, I have so enjoyed this project. Follow Becky's links. She made hers into a beautiful bag. People have been asking me about lovely WYSIWYG. Is there a pattern for him? There isn't, but if you follow Becky's pattern, link below, it's very similar because little WYSIWYG has a little square bottom and a drawstring. So Becky makes what she calls a rice bag, and I think it would be very similar if you wanted to make a bag like WYSIWYG. You could always paint owls on your fabric or use owl fabric. Oh, let me show you. Read to you from my book. Embracing the slow. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Beautiful words and beautiful pictures. Ah, shall we light the candle? Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Really appreciate it. Now, when we light the candle, we'll be thinking about others, and we all approach the candle in a different way because we're all individuals. I say that, don't I, every time? Our little bit of stillness and quiet in a busy world. Oh. I'll say goodbye and take care, everyone, and I hope that you're able to find a time this week just to slow down and spend a bit of time for yourself. Bye, everyone. Julia, would you like a rock cake?
Are they fresh out of the oven?
Fresh out of the oven.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, good. I'm just saying we've got honey and ivory round. Oh, that's lovely. Seaside yarn. And what's your yarn?
I don't know, it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Indy's going to learn how to crochet. I know. He's getting all the love.
But it's just a bigger one. That's one.
Oh, they are so cute. Look at them.
Oh, she's pouring.
Cuddling, I know.